welcome to another helping of 31 with me, Horos. Today I am reviewing The Human Centipede 2 full sequence. Yesterday I reviewed the first one, so I thought I'd review the second one now. So, this is day 10. So, this one, written and directed by Tom Six, again, starring Lawrence R. Harvey, Aisling Yenny, and Lawrence R. Harvey and Aisling Yenny. Now, this is a sequel, but it's not a direct sequel. You see, Tom Six had, gave himself two options. He could have done a follow-on from the first film, or he could have simply done a completely different story, and he went in that direction, a completely different story, which I thought was quite, unique. I mean, we don't get many sequels that do that, and that's what I like to think it as, the trilogy as an anthology trilogy, still with that same theme of a centipede and humans and that, but, a completely different story. So apparently, this one is set in reality, and it follows a depraved loner who suffered, years of sexual abuse from his parents, from his psychiatrist, called Martin Lomax, played by Lawrence R. Harvey. This is set in Britain, in the rough areas of London, and Martin is a car park attendant, and he literally is obsessed with the first Human Centipede film. He watches it religiously on his laptop on DVD at work, and gets it into his head that he wants one himself. And Tom Six actually thought, what if, the first film inspired a maniac? Now, Tom Six said that he wanted this film to make the first film look like a Disney film, and this one, I honestly don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Yeah, it's meant to be full sequence because you see a lot more. Now, this film was done in black and white. I don't think it was originally meant to be done in black and white, but they had to make it black and white because of the gore factor in it, and they had to censor a lot of it down. But I managed to get a limited edition version, called the Tom Six cut, because, in the Tom Six cut, it's in colour. We see all the blood, we see all the vile stuff that happens in this film. And I kind of get why it was then in black and white and slightly altered. So Martin, he wants to make his own Human Centipede. He researches the film, he works out how he's going to do this operation, and he just needs 12 people, because that's his fantasy, his dream, to make a 12 Human Centipede. And he is sexually harassed by his psychiatrist, who looks an awful lot like Charles Darwin. And there's Martin's mother, who's a weird old hag. And then there's a load of weird stuff going on. The second one I find more weird. And that. Also, all these people that Martin kidnaps, they're arseholes and kind of asking for it. So yeah, let's get down to my likes and dislikes on this one. So first of all, my likes. I liked how Aisling Yenny actually came back and did the second one. This time she's playing herself, and she's told that she's got an audition for a Quentin Tarantino film. And Martin picks her up at the airport and takes her to this warehouse he's renting out. Well, he killed the owner, so he's got the warehouse, and kidnaps Aisling Yenny and puts her at the front. He wants to get the other two as well, Ashley C. Williams and that Akihiro guy, but they're not available, and he puts her at the front. He makes an attempt to do it surgically, but that backfires when one of his patients bleeds out of their arse. So he then resorts to homemade stuff, including staples, duct tape, and teeth removal, by knocking teeth out with a hammer and stapling their mouths two of the arseholes and duct taping them together, which is, probably more weird. No anesthesia, or whatever it's called, the word I'm looking for. In this one, he also kidnaps a pregnant woman and he thinks he's killed her. I'm glad that she didn't get put in the centipede. I don't think I would have been able to handle that. And I think she's the only one who actually gets away. So, Martin makes his centipede, and he gets it to crawl around the whole place. He even has his own pet centipede, which I like to think of as his little sidekick, a real South American centipede. And he's getting his human centipede to crawl around on the floor and stuff. Then he gives them all laxatives so he can recreate his favourite scene in the film, which is defecation into the mouth, which I think is vile. And I have my friend Mr. Pooh here. Pooh emoji. What did you think to it, Mr. Pooh?
Well, I thought this was a great film, especially when my friends made a cameo appearance in it.
Okay, that's enough now, Mr. Pooh. Very disgusting. So, yeah, this is, said to be the worst one, but I don't think it is. There's another scene as well, which got cut out, but I've seen in the uncensored version, where he's having a wee and he's pissing blood because he's literally mutilated his own dick with sandpaper, masturbating and shit. He's just a weird guy. Very weird. He really needed help. So yeah, let's get down. So yeah, I got a bit distracted there, so I'm on the likes. So, back to the likes. So I liked Ashley Yenny's performance in this returning. Other things I liked on this film, I just liked how Martin just finally stood up to the people that were abusing him and stuff, and then putting them in his chain. And that. I also like Lawrence R. Harvey's performance. I mean, in this film, he is just silent and creepy looking. I mean, Lawrence R. Harvey took this role because it was the first lead role he had in anything. And I have to say, he will probably always be an icon in horror now for that performance in the second film. Yeah, this film was shot very graphically, very vulgar and that. So, my dislikes. I don't know, a lot more happened in this one. It wasn't as boring as the first one. I will admit that we don't see the centipede until, the final act of the film. In this film, he's doing a big build-up to it, and stuff. Then we sort of see the centipede in, the last half hour, 20 minutes or so. But, yeah, this is, quite graphic and stuff. And I'm thinking, Tom Six wanted it to be more disgusting than the first one. I have to say, you succeeded. But to me, it wasn't as... it was more vile and disgusting, but not as bad as everyone made it out to be. I never found that one worse than the first one, in my opinion, but... a lot more risque stuff happened in it. This got banned as well. It was banned in the UK for 2 years, and it was set in the UK as well, but it was banned in the UK for 2 years in 2011 till they lifted the ban in 2013, censored and that. But yeah, the coloured uncensored version is really hard to get hold of. I think you can only get it on the Tom Six edition of the trilogy that you can get on DVD, but these aren't films I would personally want to own on DVD. The films I would want to watch, the films I'd watch again, but I wouldn't. I just wouldn't want to own them on DVD. I've got them on Netflix, Netflix and that. Okay, so final thoughts and ratings. I thought this film was shot great, even though it was in black and white. I do think it gave it an artistic kind of feel. Tom Six did a great job again directing and writing in this film. And yeah, this film, the trilogy is also produced by his sister as well, Enola Six or something. Not like the Enola Gay. I can't pronounce her name now. But Tom Six and his sister, they both work on these films. She produces, he writes and directs and produces. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, ratings. I'm gonna give the Human Centipede Part 2 full sequence. You know what? I'll give this one probably a 3 and... let me see. 3... yeah, I'll give it a 3.5. 3.5... 3.5 cut up arse cheeks out of 5. Yeah, 3.5. In fact, no, 3.5 crowbars to the head out of 5. So that's been my review on the Human Centipede 2. Full sequence. This has been 31 day 10. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to sorry, just ran out of memory there. As I was saying, be sure to like this video by giving it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What else? Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, you can watch all the episodes of 31 so far, linked at the end of this video, the playlist. You can watch yesterday's as well, on the first Human Centipede film. Also, feel free to join my Facebook horror group, the Random Horror Madhouse. All my social media links are linked down below, Facebook and Twitter, so you can follow me up on social media. And yeah, and I hope Tom Six is watching this one again, because I'll probably link it to him on Twitter. I'm sure he won't mind. You know, Tom Six, you think he looks like he'd be a weird guy, but he's not. He actually looks like a decent bloke. And he's Dutch. Anyway, till next time, well, till tomorrow, don't have nightmares.